Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we look at the transport in plants. Plants are organisms that synthesize their own food. Now, the type of transport in plants depends on the complexity and the general size of the plant body. In small, simple plants, such as the moss, the moss is a very simple, very small plant with simple structures. And also, apart from the moss, you also have liverworts. And in this picture here, we have the moss plant. Now, in such small plants, their surface area to volume ratio is quite large, and thus transport of substances occur from cell to cell through three main processes. Diffusion will facilitate movement of substances from one place to another within the body. Osmosis and active transport. Now, these three processes enable movement of substances. For example, if it is water absorbed into the plant through root-like structures known as the rhizoids. These rhizoids here. So water is absorbed into the plant through the rhizoids and moves by osmosis from one cell to another to the leaves, where the water is used in photosynthesis and other metabolic activities. Manufactured food substances, on the other hand, like sucrose, once produced in the leaves through photosynthesis, they can travel by diffusion to the other parts of the plant. The center is the stalk that support the spore-producing structure known as a capsule. So, food substances will travel by active transport from the leaves to the other parts of the plants and including the roots. And this movement is also aided by diffusion. So, in these simple plants with large surface area to volume ratio, processes of diffusion, osmosis, and active transport are sufficient to meet the transport needs. For this reason, such plants lack specialized transport systems. But in the larger complex plants, such as, for example, this is a bean plant. In large plants, such as a bean, diffusion, osmosis, and active transport do take place, then facilitate movement of substances from one cell to another within the plant. But because of their relatively small surface area to volume ratio, these three processes, that is diffusion and osmosis alone, cannot be enough. Such plants therefore have specialized transport structures or tissues that are known as vascular tissues. Vascular tissues or vascular bundles that comprise of xylem that transport water and mineral salts from the roots to the leaves, and phloem that transport soluble food substances. So you see that from the soil, water is absorbed into the plant through the roots, and then it's transported through the specialized xylem to all the other parts of the plant, especially the leaves, where the water is used in photosynthesis. On the other hand, manufactured food substances that are soluble are transported through the specialized phloem from the leaves where they are made to the other parts of the plant where they will be utilized. So these large complex plants, because of their relatively small surface area to volume ratio, require specialized structures for transport